for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Prescott looks to throw right away. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Got this one just across midfield to the 49. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. On play action, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Room here to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
1st down, here's the run with Cook.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Nighthawks have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact,
and he lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. After one, a 14-3 ball game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott.
Open man is Denzel Mims.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a dump off here complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, Prescott again.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Prescott yet again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On play action, it's Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's... He's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Cook. He's got it off the draw. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders 17. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. Finds his tight end Ingram. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Here's Murray. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Murray now to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Nighthawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
crossing route he finds Likely.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So 22 more yards there and another first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. He's got a man. Complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Isaiah Likely.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Again, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this returnable for Hines. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott now from the 50. Complete to Likely. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Mims. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The end result, 21 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well. They'll try to run this one in. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are back within a score. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. So they tried for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Man open is Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll work down inside the 45.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Oh, nice move. And some space here. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 77 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. George Pickens from a yard out. And the Raiders have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They run the counter with Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 38, Murray. Looking deep downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's brought down. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Murray. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another day.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out, and the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Murray to throw. Into the hands of Ingram. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Murray. Complete. Smith has it.
He's got room at the 30.
Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Getting into the playoffs